Yep, you heard it right. It's time to confess that I am a messy gardener. So today it's just you, me, and the not so pretty parts of my garden. Hey everyone, how's it going? And welcome back. And welcome back to another video where it's just you, me, and my iPhone filming in a much more quick, off-the-cuff, run-and-gun style, which is a lot more raw and an awful lot less edited. I made one of these last month and you guys left me so many brilliant comments, loads of really positive feedback that I thought I'm going to make this a regular thing. So I think I'm going to bring this in every month and I'm going to show you maybe a little bit more of me and a little bit more of the garden in a much less edited form. I am really aware that when I film my videos, I do obviously try and make them look really nice so that they're engaging and enjoyable for you. But it maybe gives you the impression that I am totally on top of things around here all the time, and that is very much not the case. So this week's video is going to be a really short one, and I'm going to show you, well, the less nice corners of the garden, because I am a self-confessed messy gardener. The garden itself isn't messy, but I am really bad at leaving things around rather than tidying them up when I'm done. And what I then do is I just make sure that I change the camera angle so that you don't get to see them. Well, today, all of that is going to be blown wide open. So the first messy bit I'm going to show you is over in the orchard. If you've been a subscriber to the channel for a while now, you'll know that I present a lot of the videos from here in the orchard because I love it and it makes for a brilliant backdrop. And in fact, in last week's autumn garden tour video, I dedicated a whole section to how beautiful this is. But when I was watching the video back, in part of the drone footage, I noticed this. And that's what made me think of doing this video, because let me show you what that actually is. Okay, and here are the offending articles. This just brings me down. I'm going to need to tidy this up. Look at everything that's here. So there's rubber trugs that are full of, well, they were actually plants in pots that I pulled up and then never did anything with. There's plastic legs from a plastic table, there's boxes, there's trays, there's bamboo canes, there's even a bottle of car shampoo because I had used the car shampoo to clean the polytunnel. This brings me so much shame. This is all going to need to be tidied up. And the reason I'm showing you all of this, well, it's twofold. For starters, I really want to be able to show the realistic side of gardening and this garden, as well as all of the nice fancy stuff. And also, I'm hoping that it's going to guilt trip me into clearing all of this stuff up. Because let's face it, if I put it all over the internet, then I'm going to have to do something about it. So, the shame tour is not over yet. Let's keep looking. Back in the spring, I removed a really large cypress tree from just behind me, and I obviously showed it in my spring garden tour, showing how much more space I had, and that was brilliant. But guess where it ended up? Right there behind me, and that's because I got rid of some of it at the time, and instead what I did with the rest, well, I left it. I left it to pile up in this corner because I knew that it's a corner that never really gets seen. So you can see it's all piled up against our hedge. That is going to be another job that I need to do. I'm going to have to get the shredder out, but it's not going to go to waste, all of this stuff. And that's actually the reason that I didn't just dump it. All of this stuff is going to be made into really nice wood chip that I can use to line my paths around the vegetable garden and the polytunnel. So we're up at the house now, and I'm going to show you another really bad habit that I have pretty much in life, not just in gardening, and that's that when I use things, I tend to not put them back. And a prime example is this. This is the top, well actually it's a spare top of a hot composter. The hot composter video that I made way back in spring, when I was making it, I made an extra top for demonstration. And since then, it has been sitting up here, just littering the place. So I'm going to get rid of this right now. Okay, people, I want your support on this. Please tell me that I am not the only person that does this. I really believe I'm not. So come on, own up in the comments down below. Do you leave things in pots way longer than you should? I certainly do, and you can see behind me quite how many pots I have. These are pots of all kinds of things, either things that I bought in the garden centre and haven't got around to planting yet, or things that I have lifted out of the garden and divided, things that I've used on TV that I haven't replanted or I haven't worked out where they're going to go in the garden. You name it, they are here. And if there's one thing I know, I really need to start planting them this autumn. I need to get rid of all of this and get it planted where the plants are going to be happy and where I can actually enjoy them. Okay, so the very last part of my garden tour of mess and radical honesty is here, where I took out the massive Leyland cypresses. Now, granted, it is fantastic. You can see behind me how nice the view is. It's great. But what I did do was I left the ground underneath where the Leyland cypresses had been bare. And because I left it bare, weeds have come up. And I mean a lot of weeds. There are brambles and nettles and thistles, and what's worse is when they came up, I did nothing about them all year. And now look, it looks really messy behind me. So what I'm going to need to do is wait until the winter, until I have time, and then I'm going to come through here and do a proper clean sweep. So today was obviously just a little bit of light-hearted fun, showing you the messy areas, the things that haven't got done, the things that really should have got done and didn't get done. But what I wanted to show you was that no garden is perfect, and nor should it be, because I think there is a very real danger on social media of showing really an almost idea of perfection all the time. I know that I can be a little bit guilty of it when I'm trying to make videos that look really nice and are really engaging and inspirational, when actually real gardens have mess. They have jobs undone, they have things that will hang over you when you're going to bed at night, but still they are brilliant places to be. Now, I don't know if you know, but I've also launched a Niall Gardens email newsletter. I'll make sure to link it up next to me. Have a look, sign up, and until next time, see you later.